lane. Tell the DJ spin it like a Beyblade. Tell the DJ spin it like a Beyblade. Dust my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Top flow sweet, living gates, that's a condo. Dust on my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Yes, tell them folks in God I trust. Had to dust my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Top flow sweet, living gates, that's a condo. Dust on my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Yes, tell them folks in God I trust.
Stop all this nonsense killing, stop with the crazy division. We need change. Stop with all of this dealing, stand up for the women and children. We need change. Stop the cussing and fussing, pretending you don't care about nothing. We need change. Stop the stunting in front and remember that your life means something. We need change. Yo, this is D to the L to the S music. Yo, you're now live with Inspire Mix Movement TV. Keep it locked. Press down, shaking together, he got that overflow.
What?
Young shot, kill this track.
I heard the devil been looking for me. Here I go, 3 in a row, 3 on go, yeah. Go so trap, cute step up, Babylon, ain't sweet. Look, I walk in the building, yeah. I'm dipping my shoulders, the gravy the coldest. Ain't no limit on me, I'm a soldier. For the kingdom, he get all the glory. I've been learning to shoot that vibe, but yeah, put up high, just like Bin Laden, warring all up in the closet. Suicidal mission, what I call it. When the flesh rise up, stop talking. Make it shut up. My spirit, I'm letting it walk. Turn the devil to Herschel Walker. How you do that? Submit the guy. Resist as James 4-7. The rest is history. I don't want to talk about it. You can take it all out with my lawyer. I'm fighting the first degree murder. Yeah, and I'm guilty. I'm dirty. Got filthy rags in my circle. I drank the word, got a hangover. These light afflictions only for a minute. I've been really praising while I've been hurting. Put a size 9 right up on the serpent. Got blood stains on my jersey. Sacrificing while learning. I'm gaining wisdom. She flirting, praying like Daniel. Cause Persia got forces purposely lurking. Trying to choke me out of my purpose. But the way I'm cut out of surgery, better sound the alarm, it's emergency. Cause I know my God coming through for me, that's every time. Can't believe you folks still out here smoking on black and mild. See life invested in the power of your tongue. Watch your mind. In the season we currently in, if you willing obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. How you know? Cause I'm still full of that man. The bread of heaven, this word of life. Son of man, yeah, that's the ultimate sacrifice. Stop tenting, switch the flow. Get up tucking when you shoot. Spirit in me got me zooted. 11 people leaving on my Judas. They can hate me and persecute me. I don't care too much for y'all amusement. I ain't even from me, so what am I losing? Can't be kingdom and culture that's foolish. Up or down, pick a side, who is you choosing? He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Back it up 9, Psalm 1, rooted, grounded, big old tree planted by the waters, living, bearing fruit, and we do it often like Hey, I promise I'm back and full of fake, and ain't nothing gonna ever stop this gravy train. For real. Hey, look, I've been on the potter's wheel, getting shaped, broken, only to come out as pure as gold. Why stand humble and meek? You know what I'm saying? Hey, sometimes you gotta go through the fire to be purified by Jehovah Jireh, the Lord my provider. That's real. Hey, another thing. Stop blaming the devil for everything, cause I swear you gotta go get permission from my daddy. So anytime he's sending my way, I'ma stand 10 toes down, look him in the face like, here I go. Right, that's real talk, ain't even done, let me at it. Come on, whole lot of excuses is what I be hearing. Swear it get dangerous playing with sin, wages of death. Might as well bust a cap all on your flesh, I swear they playing. Mommy through the city, push the kingdom till I'm empty. Most these people need deliverance, dump they flesh in the Mississippi. You sound silly, what you mean we wasn't sipping? Popping jiggers, had a glizzy, turn Lizzie, almost shot it in my temple. No kids, it get tricky, I hope you don't get triggered. But my God don't bless the wicked, better check the way you live. Got all the money in the world, but when you die, can't take it with you. It's only you and Mr. Clark, hope you don't hear jump up off the building. You live in sin, don't you? Go ahead, jump, Sam, jump. Lean on me, don't need a building. Build a body, let's do fitness. What you fixing, nothing but gravy. Call it cheering to the kitchen. Get it hot before it go missing. I'm on the block, consider the trenches. Don't get it twisted, understand really your witness. Really preaching what I'm living. Preachers come out of tradition. Relationship over religion. Refuse to have yours itching. Only the truth is what I be spitting. See, these days, everybody worldly what they saying. I don't like too many church people really playing. I don't like these women stay sliding in my DM. Better chill before I call up the missus and her friends. I heard the devil been looking for me. Hey, Job said it like this: though he slay me, yet will I trust him. For real. Yeah, I say the man up in here. Hey, for real, great is he that is in me, you dig? Hey, we big soul trapping, big kingdom stepping, serving a whole lot of gravy to the nation. Cause I feel like we all really need Jesus. We all really need Jesus. I'm talking about your mama, your uncle, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your teacher, your co-worker, everybody. We all need Jesus. And And I pray you find them, just like I found them. 3.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you.
I'm your inked up inspiration.
D-Mark got that heat.
Ain't no other way but up. I've been up, I've been stuck. Ain't no other way but up. Ain't giving up, never giving up. Ain't no other way but up. Hold your head up. Yeah, ain't no other way. Yeah, ain't no other way. Yeah, keep it 100. Ain't no other way. Yeah, hold your head up. Ain't no other way but up. I've been a beast, I'm in these streets. Stay on my grind by any means. Gotta feel the defeat. Thought they had me beat. I'm blessed. Kept my foot up on their neck. I'm blessed. Now I'm counting up these checks. I'm blessed. Never been average, checking I'm a savage, spirit filled with that Holy Ghost. Been born for this, not sworn for this. And forever on my grind, till my dying days I shine. Through trial tribulations, God is on my side. Standing face to face to death, only made me stronger. Made me who I am today, the reason why I hunger. No thing or no one can strip me of my power. Big step I devour. I seen it, I believe it, I achieved it. Now blessing rain like showers. We up. My whole team gon' we up. About 7 times I'm back again. We up. Got that champion in my blood. We up. Can't deny my greatness. We up. I'm chosen and anointed. Best believe ain't no killing me. We up. Talk that H4C, yeah.
D-Mark got that heat.
In Arlington, Texas, live at Wix, the gold carpet rolls out for the Drippin' Sip remix. So go get your pre-sale tickets now at TLHmagazine.net. Yup, RSVP for this righteous party you won't forget.
Yo, what it do? This your girl, Sister Shalom, that I will be performing at the Drippin' Sip remix.
Brought to you by The Light Magazine and Kingdom Culture Radio.
Go to TLHmagazine.net. Go get your tickets for the Drippin' Sip, February 19th.
Culture Radio.
Yeah, it's your girl, your Pie Q. We're live from the wilderness. I will be performing at the Drippin' Sip 4 on February 19th.
Shalom, Israel, it's your Jamaica Trump rapper, Mississippi representative. You can catch me performing live at the Drippin' Sip remix.
Kingdom Culture Radio. Kingdom Culture Radio. Kingdom Culture Radio. This is a righteous party you won't forget. TLHmagazine.net.
I feel a wave coming on. They wanna know what we on.
Nobody's Got Talent, and your audition was appreciated. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was a good try. That was a good try.
Yeah. Y'all some fake judges anyway. That's why I lean on God in the first place.
Yeah, thank you. Keep leaning. Go ahead and keep leaning there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
gotta get some better people in here.
We got a heat like furnace, but we know where we get it from. Check my tip like thermos. Hypothalamus 101. I ain't been where I'm going, but I pray and I hope. Every day gotta give it my all, next day never know. They say take a look outside, no one's pouring out there. I say I'ma step outside, cause it's God that I fear. If I wanna go build and grow, leap a better year. I see patience, I keep waiting for my words to disappear. I'm telling, make it happen, don't wanna go without you. Pass me over, that's a culture, what I really gotta prove. Let it, baby, that's a bullet, so I really gotta prove. I believe that a dream, what I heard will come true. Kinda me, yeah, but I cut off, that's the truth. Oh yeah, gotta forgive, gotta move on, what about you? Yeah, yeah, we gonna make it, already know, give me a view. Oh yeah, better days ahead, aim and pursue. Yeah, yeah,
we gon' make it out. That's a fact, that's a fact. We gon' make it now. That's no cap, now. No cap. We've been sewing up, blessings coming down. We gon' make it, we done made it. I can see it now. We gon' make it out. That's a fact, we gon' make it now. That's no cap now. We've been sewing up, blessings coming down. We can make it, we done made it. I can see it now.
And we gon' make it. I ain't talking about the money or the fame. Who gon' see me? I ain't even tryna do this for my name. See, I done been through many fires. I done lived through all the rain. When God stepped in, I knew my life wasn't the same. I done came a long way, don't they believe me? I took some losses in my life, it wasn't easy. I had some battles with myself, I had to beat me. But I'm still carried by the blood, I'm standing needy. I told my mama that we really gonna make it. It's a whole lot of talking, but I got a way to have it. If I get it, then I'm good, just know the boy, you living great. When I hear well done, just know your boy, you really made it. I made it. I said I made it.
We gon' make it out. That's a fact, that's a fact. We gon' make it now. That's no cap, now. No cap. We've been sewing up, blessings coming down. We gon' make it, we done made it. I can see it now. We gon' make it out. That's a fact, we gon' make it now. That's no cap now. We've been sewing up, blessings coming down. We can make it, we done made it. I can see it now.
Apollo 13 flight controllers, listen up.
Yeah.
Give me a go, no go for launch. Booster. Retro.
That's all. Okay. Sky high with it.
What y'all get for Christmas, gang?
Jingle bells swing and jingle bells.
Yo, we are back with another episode of Inspired Mixed Movement TV. This time it's Tales from the Crew, Kingdom Culture Edition, and I'm talking with Lady Katt. How you doing?
I am doing great. Happy to be here on Tales of the Crew.
Man.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to have you here, man. So for starters, can you let the people know where you're from?
I am from Fort Worth, Texas. Whoop, whoop. Born and raised.
Man, and how did you begin with marketing and promotions?
Okay, long story short, I fell in love with marketing and promotions when I was in high school. That was, again, help my friends run for it. Homecoming queen, king, all of that, student council. I just loved that. So when I got ready to go to college, I decided to major in public relations and marketing. And I had a cousin who's in secular music. He was making some waves at the time. And shout out to Leroy. And I did his public relations and marketing and from the styling to the photo shoots, things of that nature. And then he introduced me to Mr. Al Gibbs at Alpha Omega Studios in Fort Worth, Texas. It's one of the oldest Black-owned studios, full production studios in the United States. So kudos to him. He's had that business for over 50 years, so going strong. And there, I got to work with a variety of artists. That studio was home to some greats. Erykah Badu, India, Ari, a number of rappers from both the East and the West Coast, majors. And he really gave me the opportunity to dig in. And so I started working with various artists to get them ready for ready for the industry, ready to perform on stage and help them define their presence. So that's really how we started, or how I started.
And your motto is lead with love.
Lead with love.
What made you, what's the reason behind leading with love, or what inspires you to lead with love?
Christ. It's sometimes I wouldn't lie to you all if I say that I read my Bible every night, because I don't. Maybe I should, I don't know. But I know enough to know his way. And his way was always love. And love is a hard thing. People talk about it like it's something passive, because I think they're thinking about how you love your mate. But when we be honest with ourselves, it's kind of hard to love them sometimes. And in my estimation, we don't have the capacity to love like that. Christ said, love your neighbor, not as yourself, because we suck at loving ourselves sometimes. He said, love your neighbor as I love you. And that takes an enormous amount of sacrifice. So Jay, I have to ask God for a lot of things. Hey, I need help. I need you to love this person for me until I get there. Right. And that's my leading with love. It's hard. It's hard. And I know people got a thing about turning the other cheek. But if somebody is doing something to you and you're acting in the love of Christ, it's almost like they're slapping him in your place, because he's extended us so much grace and favor. So I know you told me to keep my answer short, so I'm not going to preach. But really, that is where that motto comes from, because it keeps me light. I don't carry those burdens. And even if I see you and I really don't cut for you, I can still say a little prayer for you. And that's how I keep my head focused and my heart focused in the right lane. Right lane. Because I ain't trying to block your blessings, and I certainly I'm not trying to block mine.
Man, but you ain't lying about what you said, man. None of us are perfect. We all go through it. Being on his team, sometimes we slip, and hey, we just gotta run back to the huddle. That's all. But can you share about how you got started with Kingdom Culture Radio?
I started, listening to a little. My taste in music got more progressive. So, I started off with Anthony Brown a little bit, and Ty. I listening to him, and then because I shared with Jay earlier, if I had been caught at a certain time in my spiritual development, I would have rejected this music. And I know that that's where a lot of people are with it, because they'll hear it and say, hey, that is not how you get the word of God across. But hey, it is. Because this is a different generation, and even, I ain't gonna date myself, but even my generation, we grew up on hip hop. We understand that. Hip hop was something positive created to reach and uplift the people in some kind of way. The devil has got in and flipped that around, and now it's for our detriment. And so I thought it was necessary for people to hear it. and have an alternative. Just know that there's an alternative out there, alternative goodness. And I decided I was going to start a podcast. Kingdom Culture was originally supposed to be a magazine, and it still will be a magazine coming up in spring 2023. So, shout out to my business partner, Delta, Sister Delta. We have been working together on the light for a while, and we will continue this pursuit with Kingdom Culture Magazine and our other projects, including the Drip and Sip.
Yeah. Can you share about the Drip and Sip happening next month?
Next month, DJ J will be on the ones and twos. Kingdom Culture Radio, the Light magazine is presenting the Drip and Sip remix for 2023. We'll be in Arlington at Wix Live, and it's going down. It's a premier networking event for artists and entrepreneurs. So get at us. We would love to have you come dressed in your finery. You know, women, it's a conservative type of vibe going on, but you can still look fly. You know, nobody's stopping that. Cover up the essentials. That's all we ask. So just come, get ready to pray, listen to some great righteous music. It's more on the hip hop R&B tip, so it's flavorful and it's spiritual, and it's gonna be a good vibe. It is always really elevated. You come out feeling good. You really come out feeling good. So if you haven't attended, please do. February 19th. More information on TLHM. I have to say it. TLHM. .net.
Right.
So check us out. Check us out, and we'll be live and effective. Here we go. It'll also be on kingdomcultureradio.com for information there as well.
Man, that's what's up. And also, I want to give a special thank you for allowing me to be part of the team at Kingdom Culture.
Happy to have you. I wanted a good DJ. I used to call myself DJ Lady Katt, and I am great at procuring playlists, but don't ask me about no DJ skills. I needed a professional.
Man, I'm just starting myself, man, but it's a blessing to be able to, be on that side of music as well as doing videos and ministering through music. So, like I said, I'm grateful and I'm thankful for the blessing.
Oh, I'm glad to have you. And he has the right spirit. And so it just, everything just aligned perfectly. So, happy to have him on the team.
Man, for Kingdom Culture, what are some of your greatest moments in hosting and interviewing?
Interviewing with me, had JP from Southwest Digital Distribution on the show, and BC from Southern Fried Marketing. And they were great to me because they were a benefit to the artists that we support. So these are two executives that have been in the music game for a very long time. I won't go over their resumes, but you can Google them. And can't think. Every time I try to say an artist, pastor, he's a Dove winner. Anyway, he got his distribution done through Southwest Digital Distribution. So he started there. So they know what they're doing, but they give tips and tricks and guidance on, what you can do to succeed as an artist and what's necessary. Even though mainly they deal in the secular world, but when you get into the music industry, they're not going to treat you like a Christian artist. They will come at you like a secular artist anyway. So you have to know how to navigate to avoid a lot of snares and traps, and really evaluate any deals that you are presented with. You don't want to be in a situation where you can't say, Jesus or Christ or God.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you get the best possible situation. So I want to have a lot more artists, guests like that come on the show that can offer guidance to the artists that our platform support. And as a host, just learning about myself in this whole process and getting a strong sense of who I am spiritually and not being so shy and reserved. Because could you believe, I used to sweat before I go on the air, and it's just done a lot for me personally. So I got issues with feeling a little insecure. Get
Yeah, I mean, I never used, I never used to talk too much until getting the podcast myself. So I realized I had to talk more. I had to, connect more. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, man. So we got the Light magazine, we got Kingdom Culture Radio, then we talked about the Drippin' Silk. What more can we look forward to?
I'll go ahead and put it out there. I know Sister Delta mentioned television, which is the next foray. We're close because we already have a deal in place to air our podcast on a Roku station or two. So I want to grow our partnership with those station owners so that we can help provide them with good content. And I would say concert series.
Yeah.
And special events. That's what you would have to look forward to from us. And really make an effort to bring the kingdom to the street. That's what we're doing.
Super cool, man. So before we go, I also want to ask, how does God inspire Lady Katt to keep moving forward?
He talks to me all the time. And I know it's a still voice, so I don't hear any loud thunder. Just that still voice. And sometimes I'll be like, that's what you want me to do? Okay. And they'd be like, hear that other voice, like, do you trust me? And I'd be like, yeah. And so I had mentioned feeling insecure, because I'm a background player. That's where really I'm the most comfortable. And he's like, nope, you have to go out there. And I kept hearing people tell me, no, Kingdom Culture is your vehicle. Is about you, and it needs to be you out front. And I'm like, oh. So, for whatever reason, he's using me in that capacity. But I just trust him. When I get like those feelings or those intuition, or like I'm being led in a certain direction, I wait for verification. Of course, I'm praying all the time. But I wait for that validation to come, and I'll be like, okay. And even though I feel a little tentative, it'll be like, I trust you. You haven't made me wrong. And sometimes I will ask to be sure. Because that's the human in me. But yeah, so for the pending concert series, I will say that for sure. But it's going to be epic, and I'm looking forward to telling you guys more about it. And of course, my guy here will definitely be on the ones and twos.
And also, I want to ask, if you could say anything to inspire others, what would you tell them?
Man, the same thing as how we started. Lead in love. It's hard. And I'm going to tell you how hard. Don't usually get too personal, but I will real quick. My father died on November 6th. His funeral, I believe, was November 12th. And I found out on November 14th. His wife personally just took us all out. We weren't even mentioned. He has 3 kids. She didn't mention he had any kids in the obituary and anything, the program from the church. And we know it was all out of greed. But stuff that wouldn't consume me, my brother, they would always ask, how are you going to deal with her? And the message from God was, you gotta lead with love. I told you I will make your enemies your footstool. I told you vengeance was mine. Do you trust me? And if I say yes, I can then leave with love because I know he got it. I don't have to put myself in a compromising position or, take on a bunch of negative, hateful energy over somebody's actions that didn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve that energy. So God bless her. May he provide all her needs. And I just move forward in peace. And let him do it, because he can do it much better than I. But that's my personal testimony. So if I can lead in love from there, because my sisters and brothers and family, they all looking at me. They all looking at me.
Man, that is on the real, true indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
so is that.
Real love. There you have it, love. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another interview with Inspire Mixed Movement TV. Thank you once again, Lady Katt, for coming through and talking with your boy. And thanks again for also having me on the team. But we're about to get into some more of these positive, righteous, uplifting, inspirational, ministering music videos. This your own Philly Neighborhood DJ signing off, saying much love. Remember to love God, love each other, and love yourselves. Be blessed. Every verse you give me right, Christ inspired it.
'2020 visuals, where everything is clear.
Yo, who that name we keep repping? Who that name we keep praising? Who that gave his life on the cross to save us? Who that said he gon' save the lost? Who that said that he's all you need? Who that said that he loves his soul? Press the king. Who that breath to flow through your lungs? Who that said that we need to see? Who that blood to put life in your veins? Press the king. Who that said he gon' save the lost? Who that said that he's all you need? Who that said that he loves his soul? Press the king. Who that breath to flow through your lungs? Who that said that we need to see? Who that blood to put life in your veins? Christ the King, King back, no TIP. His name is Christ the real G.O.D. He's the one, no CeeLo Green, and the stupid man on T.O.P. Serve Christ the weed D.I.E. Streets of gold is what I pride see. He took the cross to get his VIP, so don't trip, I don't want you to be like me. But follow me, cause I follow Christ. I ain't for songs about the Christ. I said before, make it trust tonight, so everlasting love can be inside your life. Almighty, Jehovah Jireh, not a joke, he the great provider. Lacking much, you be in need supplied. He stays on the job, we run out of time. In his name, we kept the trust. Keep it cool, no acting up. Jeremiah 29:11, he knows that the thoughts that he have for us. We just gotta keep believing, block your ears from the evil people. Some folks worse than the crooked cop, my church your own people can be the people. Got to remain in charge, Christ be the king and his name is large. Sits in heaven with his feet to the earth, much harder than the French that stomp the yard. Lied never, he's all truth. Love the elders and all of you. Surrender now is what you need to do. Get the word when you need the proof, but let's read. Who that said he gon' save the lost? Who that said that he's all you need? Who that said that he loves his soul? Christ the king. Who that breath to flow through your lungs? Who that said that we need to see? Who that blood to put life in your veins? Christ the king. Who that said he gon' save the lost? Who that said that he's all you need? Who that said that he loves his soul? Christ the king. Who that breath to flow through your lungs? Who that said that we need to see? Who that blood to put life in your veins? Christ the king. He was still looking, but God is still working, protecting his people for certain. You've been made over, so know that it's worth it. They give him glory the purpose. One time for your mind, to top of salvation, Jehovah said it the best. Don't get made work to the fullest, it's also wide open when you need to rest. Now let me get back in it, and try some more facts in it. Keeping it all first, you've been forgiven, nigga past the fence. So I ain't tripping up through the sins again, rid of it, living a life that's not cool, I'm sick of it. Christ got things to show us, so no matter what we go through, Christ is in the midst of it. Christ be the king that reigns, Christ be the lamb that was slain, Christ be the word that can break the chains and move mountains, a powerful name. Christ be the ultimate finisher, direct the end of producer. Christ be the lamp to my feet and light to my path, is right on the choose him. Christ be your father, your brother, Christ be your uncle, your cuz. Don't roll with people still in no limit searching cause I'm filled with the infinite love. Christ the commander in chief, Christ be the general and captain, Christ be the awesome leader, no doubt gotta roll with Jesus. Who that said he gon' save the lost? Who that said that he's all you need? Who that said that he loves his soul? Christ the king. Who that breath to flow through your lungs? Who that said that we need to see? Who that blood to put life in your veins? Christ the king. Who that said he gon' save the lost? Who that
he's all you need. Who they say that he loves us all. Christ the King. Who that breath to flow through your lungs. Who that sight that we need to see. Who that blood to put life in your veins. Christ the King. Who they say that gon' save the lost. Who they say that he's all you need. Who they say that he loves us all. Christ the King. Who that breath to flow through your lungs. Who that sight that we need to see. Who that blood to put life in your veins. Christ the King. Who they say that gon' save the lost. Who they say that he's all you need. Who they say that he loves us all. Christ the King. Who that breath to flow through your lungs. Who that sight that we need to see. Who that blood to put life in your veins. Christ the King.
Yeah, MKJ and FTK 1015, nah, man. Yeah, woo! I'm back, I promise I never slack. My melanin never crack. Memphis, I'm forever at. That's right, Memphis 10, forever I'm represent. Got young kings in the streets, my homies closer than kin. As a king, I'll never call another king nigga again. I respect our heritage, there's royalty through our skin. Comprehend, through the spirit, I can see right through the lens. Can't offend, I'm securing the one who watches my sins. I met Christ in the bay, boy. No, I ain't talking go to state, boy. He took my life all the way, boy. His love can penetrate the hate, boy. He on time, never late, boy. Got plenty bars, get your weight, boy. Forever young, call me Trey, boy. He the only reason I create, boy. Yes, sir, you better know that. Out of foolery, you can hold that. When I see the lies, I can't hold back. We've been victimized and genocide. They been told to keep rolling with 4 flex. Ain't it funny that a bush and billboards are only in the hood? That's so whack. And that's why I'm speaking life. Get your vibes saying so you can see this right. His peace allows me to sleep at night. Even through my dark skin, I can see the light. The only God I serve is Jesus Christ. 1015, we been here, we been clear so you can see him right. Shouts out to the kings I mentor and every student I pastor. Not one of them is injured or going to hell in life after. I speak that, believe that. I bring young kings on tour with me. Me and DJ Genesis stay on the road reassuring that with Christ you can make it too. Just see why he created you. You're more than what they depicted. No more handouts, he's enabled you to be the change in community. Because change started with you and me. We can dwell together in unity, even with the mess and the scrutiny. Man, I owe me gone, no eulogy, no coonery, you ain't fooling me. Man, I travel Judah, boy, who was he? Jesus, Yeshua, who will set you free. Far from done, no concluding me. As long as he keep using me, can't stop, won't stop. MKJ, no losing me. You can catch me in no prisons, in juvenile detentions, captivating their attention. They respect me, so they listen. This my life, I business. With my beautiful wife, we in this. You can check results, it's renewable because this work is endless. Until the mission complete, in him there's no defeat. So who out there can compete? No milk, boy, this me. My whole team don't eat. There's plenty more, come feast. No Nephilim, but I'm a beast. Anybody know about me? They know that I'm about it. Anybody know about me? They know that I'm about it. Anybody know about me? They know that I'm about it. Anybody know about me? They know that I'm about it. Anybody know about me? They know that I'm about it. Anybody know about me? They know that I'm about it. Anybody know about me? They know that I'm about it. Anybody know about me? They know that I'm about it. Yeah, 1015, nah, man. 40 bars for you. Yeah, you know what it is.
Lady Katt with Kingdom Culture Radio. You want to give a big shout out to my little sis, Sister Delta of the Light magazine. She helps keep me focused and on track, and she has been a great benefit and help on our journey to do the Lord's work. So again, big shout out to Sister Delta for all that she does and the person that she is becoming. I am so very proud of you, sis.
Woo woo.
'2020 visuals, where everything is clear.
I know what bring the boys to the yard. I know how to get a man to love God. I know what God say go hard. I know, this is how we glow. My glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my, this is how we glow. My glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my, this is how we glow. Peace from inside, that's the way. Fill my heart with hope and grace. Mold me, Lord, like I'm your clay. Fill my spirit with your grace. I put on the humbleness. Gentleness will keep me blessed. If I fall, I just confess. I put on your righteousness. Got a mean wardrobe, more expensive than Louis, but it won't fade away like that Prada and Gucci. No Balenciaga, baby, I'm just doing my duty. I be quiet when it's time, I just sip on a smoothie. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Learn from B-I-B-L-E. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Can't take my word from me. I know what bring the boys to the yard. I know how to get a man to love God. I know what God say go hard. I know, this is how we glow. My glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my, this is how we glow. My glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my, this is how we glow.
Shown up, I glow up. My faith in God gon' show up. I do His will, I'm grown up. My husband say I glow up. I give my all to please the Lord. Put in work if it gets hard. Gentleness is what He wants, it's what I do. Now how about you? Got a mean wardrobe, more expensive than Louis, but it won't fade away like that Prada and Gucci. No Balenciaga, baby, I'm just doing my duty. I be quiet when it's time, I just sip on the smoothie. Hey, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Learn from B-I-B-L-E. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Can't take my word from me.
I know what bring the boys to the yard. I know how to get a man to love God. I know what God say go hard. I know, this is how we glow. My glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my, this is how we glow. My glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my glow, my, this is how we glow.
I thank God for my imperfections, because every time I work through them or work past them, all that does is prove that God's got His hand all over me and all over the situation. I just pray that as He's molding me, that I serve out my purpose here. Real talk. Have you ever been so consumed by defeat you could not sleep? Anxiety setting so deep that you can barely breathe, struggling to stay above waters in a life that gets so deep that I have you drowning inside like you got wasted to your feet. The words that push aside every weight that does easily beseech you. First need to swallow your pride, but how can you when you can't eat? Broken pieces still alive, but inside there is no peace but a shattered soul of a boy who embraced the title of beast in hell and weed to get high, trying to ease by low self-esteem from falling off so many times like running on ICE, the life of kings and queens of a lost tribe, running on what? ICE, yes that's what's poppin', now that's me at the devil bird trying to steal this on me. We're not perfect, but please don't desert us, oh, pray for your grace if we deserve it, and every
don't desert us, Lord. Pray for your grace that we deserve it, and that we out fulfill our purpose, Lord.
I'm a bit more sincere in my thoughts when I think about all that I've been through. If I could live through my past and change up my walk, there's no wall that I can't break through. Steady going up with my praise, young hope, climbing skyscrapers for a God that avenge you. Low key, he the one that gave me the scepter, and his power is infinite despite any gemstone. There's so many that wish they could snap their fingers and correct their past mistakes, change things to gain more temporary things. I will pray for a more vibrant way for you to shine on me, Lord. The world's so dark and see your light is to die for. Blind me with love if this my stroll down Damascus Road. Deliver me even from self when I get out of control. Give you my worship, not to bargain, but I throw in my soul. Lord, I give you all of me. I just pray that your grace it follows me, cause I'm not perfect.
Fulfill our purpose, Lord.
Go, 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 go. Here we go. Yeah. Tell them folks in God I trust. Come on. I'm talking dust. Tell them folks in, yeah. Had to dust my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Top flow sweet, heaven gates, that's a condo. Dust on my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Dust, tell them folks in God I trust. Why they tryna sit and judge all of us? Why? I don't pay no mind on what they calling us, no. When I throw a prayer up, I might end it with a show. I don't see no limits, told my partner them, let's go. Hey, better, hey, better swing. I gotta keep my guard up, I'm in the ring. Angels all around me, I see the wings. How could I cap? I put that on everything. Tell the DJ spin it like a Beyblade. Spin it, man. Pay this for the wifey, this my baby. Baby girl, I ain't tryna do this for a payday. No. First class in the kingdom with it, grade A. First class. I don't pay attention to what they say. I've been working some serious, ain't no play. I've been doing this for years and I'm here to stay. No, it ain't no delay, I'm going underlay. Dust my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Top flow sweet, heaven gates, that's a condo. Dust on my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Dust, tell them folks in God I trust. Had to dust my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Top flow sweet, heaven gates, that's a condo. Dust on my feet, let my shoes at the front door. Dust, tell them folks in God I trust.
Yeah. Who disciples the dope boys? These sermons get wheels turning like chauffeurs or Uber drivers. I've been inspired by Obadiah to bring the truth in the game full of open liars. I'm in the lion's den, don't need a violin. Ain't no sad song, this a big win. Shh. Mufasa still sleeping. Landed on my feet when they threw me off the deep end. See walking how I be walking. Bruce Banner how they be hawking for the green but ain't beanstalking. I stand firm, my boy, this ain't no lean talking. About face, get on my face when my king talking. Pastor of the street, shepherd the flock. Real estate and stocks, reinvest in the block, yeah. Rain or drought, I keep on serving. Giants better duck, the slingshot still working, yeah.